I was in college, I like to say, and in the process of flunking out, when I happened to make the acquaintance of two circles of grizzly old guys. One of them was the 12-step group that I got sober in, and they weren't that grizzly or that old, but I was 19, so they seemed that way. The other set of grizzly old guys were guys that had been selling like aluminum siding for 30 years, straight out of the movie Tin Men with Danny DeVito, and we're now selling solar, and that was 1984, and that's the year I got sober.
Wow.
And so I was met both of those groups of old guys. One of them showed me how to not drink and drug a day at a time, and the other guy showed me how to sell, pitch, and close solar. Both of which turned out to be, pretty seminal parts of my story.
I think it's safe to say you probably made a lot more money in that industry than you would have with a college degree, right?
Well, that was certainly the issue at the time. I was going to one of the only schools in the country that had a computer engineering degree. Just about every school in the country would have handled that in a double E, electrical engineering degree. But I went specifically to Stockton, California, because of University of Pacific having that degree. So yeah, I was in that. And while I'm there and I meet these guys, I'm making, yeah, I would have graduated into a degree that then would have paid 80,000 bucks a year, right? And so yeah, that's what made it difficult to continue, realizing I was making more money than I would as I graduated. But as it worked out, I ended up the solar industry kind of came to an abrupt halt because the solar tax credits ended for the first time, and I did end up in my field of study and did that for 25 years. I was in the IT world, and that's when I saw solar, 2014, 50. I just saw them just flying up on roofs, and I'm like, those look expensive. They look like they're moving, and I know how to sell them. I specifically know how to sell them, and so that opened my mind to what ended up being an introduction to my partners at the time, and yeah, I made a decision to go do that, which was interesting to come home to my wife and say, "Honey, I know I've been in this IT industry 25 years. I've worked myself into a six-figure salary and." Another six figures of compensation, and a company car and benefits, and I think I'm going to turn in this company car and go knock on doors straight commission.
Wow.
She's like, "Are you out of your mind?" So I had a lot to prove to myself and to her, and that's what I got busy doing, and it worked out. It worked out.